What makes you mad more than anything in the world? What gets under your skin and just ticks you off? I know that this is an iconic question once posed by the great Ned Schneebly in School of Rock, but it applies to what I want to talk about today, because for one unhinged psychopath, the answer to this question was so baffling he ends up throwing his life away for something extremely insignificant. We've all got mad at small things, right? Trivial shit that doesn't matter, whether it's, getting killed in a video game that you think is the result of lag, or maybe someone gives you some goofy eyeballs and you don't like the way they look at you and it makes you feel a little uneasy and it makes you upset perhaps. We've all got mad at something mundane. But one man in Oregon just got so upset that a parade forced him to go on a bit of a detour that he decided to fucking bulldoze through the blockade and then drive through the parade, nearly hitting people, including children, and will now likely spend the rest of his life behind bars, rightfully so. This is an individual with a severe case of stick-it-to-the-man-neosis. He fucking lost his mind and filmed himself doing it the entire time, by the way, all because of a slight detour for a parade. Now, there was one intellectual in chat last night that for some reason his comment was so stupid that it's sticking with me and just marinating in my brain about this story. He said, "Why is he getting punished? No one got hurt." Brother, let me sit you down in the stupid chair real quick. You can't bulldoze through a blockade, and keep in mind, I haven't shown you the video yet, but I will in a second. There is a scene, like straight out of an old 90s action film, where he like ramps his car up on two fucking wheels in order to squeeze through the blockade more efficiently and blast through the parade. You can't do that because you're endangering all the lives around you. I can't believe that even needs explaining in any capacity at all. It blows my mind that I even need to tell you why that's bad. Especially when we've already seen a couple times in the past someone using their vehicle as a weapon during parades where they hit and kill people. Even if his goal wasn't the attempted murder of people at the parade, he almost hit people, and this easily could have ended up in a situation where he did hit, harm, or even kill people from this reckless action. So just because he narrowly avoided a fatal catastrophe doesn't mean that he shouldn't be punished. He is not fit to be in society. And not only that, I'm gonna go ahead and give away a big spoiler, he's also a fucking pedophile. He has a rap sheet that extends for like most of his life, and a lot of the crimes involve sex crimes with minors apparently. I'll just go ahead and play you the news segment here that we went over on stream. You see the video of the guy driving through the Portland parade? Oh, that was so fucking weird, yeah. He didn't hit anyone, but it was so weird. I didn't see the whole video, but I saw like the first bit.
Dashcam footage obtained by NBC affiliate KGW submitted by prosecutors.
Brave showing it? No, he doesn't hit anyone. I don't exactly, they said road rage, but I don't exactly know what it was in particular, but for some reason he just drives to the parade and then just drives fucking through it. It's crazy. It was unhinged.
Frustrated, stuck in traffic due to road closures clearing the way for Portland's Grand Floral Parade. His anger boiling over.
They got it all blocked off. The Lloyd Center exit, the Convention Center exit.
Wait, so this was all over the road being blocked off for a parade? Holy shit. I don't think I've ever been that mad over anything in my life. Jesus, he's got that bitch up on two wheels. God damn. Like I said, he doesn't hit anyone, but look at this shit. That's terrifying. This is his camera POV. Well, yeah, obviously it's his camera POV. They didn't put like a drone on his hood or anything. For some reason, he records his own cabin, even though I can't imagine this is an isolated incident with this kind of blow up. Yeah, this is the guy. He caught himself in 4K.
Charged with 38 counts, including attempted assault and reckless endangerment. He has pleaded not guilty. Residents in
not guilty, huh? Are we sure? I've been framed.
Court documents show Metcham is from Portland and has been in and out of prison and juvenile detention since he was 15 on sex abuse convictions against minors.
Oh.
No trial date.
So he's a pedophile too. Good lord. What the fuck?
For these latest charges, Valerie.
All right, Aaron, thank
Well
you.
then,
Thanks for watching.
what a situation. All that because they blocked off the road for a fucking parade. They should just... Well, I mean, I don't think he's leaving jail again. 38 counts? I mean, shocker. You can't do this. You can't just drive through a parade like that. So I don't think he's going to be leaving jail anytime soon. He was probably late to the Chris Hansen meetup. I really wonder what he was in such a rush for. I am curious. Man heard the elementary school was about to get out and he wanted to go get good seats. I have no idea what he'd be so angry about for having like a slight detour. You would think someone would be careful driving when they have a suspended license. Well, not only that, you'd think he'd be even more cautious having a suspended license and also being a fucking pedophile. Like, the last thing you'd want is for people to know about you. This man just put himself out there in the biggest way possible. The Macy's going back to jail parade. Good one. Suspended license, no insurance, and he's self-recording. The self-recording might actually just be a court order, though, to make sure there's no children in his car. Like, I can't imagine this guy would be self-recording on his own volition. This had to be, like, the government stepping in saying, listen, you can have access to a motor vehicle, but we have to know who's inside your cabin at all times. The gall to plead not guilty, though, when he records himself doing it is incredible. I understand that that's probably just like the standard legal strategy, but man, that is very silly. Keep in mind, this is all alleged, of course, yes. He allegedly drove through the parade while recording himself screaming and running through this entire celebration, and then parking his car. It could have been anyone. We don't know yet. It was all AI. That's going to be a real legal defense strategy pretty soon. Your Honor, that's not my client. It's a deep fake. My client can't even make this face. I want to show you a bit from his dash cam perspective here because it's diabolical. He goes over the traffic cones and now he starts speeding up. He's treating this like it's a game of Grand Theft Auto 5, so he pops it up here. He's got his action movie stunt going on. He goes through the bigger blockades and the bigger trucks, and then he gets around to the actual parade. And this is where things get really scary. This is that kind of shit that has you hold your breath when you see the footage, because he is going fast. This man is fucking zooming. He is cruising here, nearly loses control because he, like, hops over the grass there, it seems. And then it almost feels like right here he starts contemplating whether or not to hit people. He then continues to drive through the parade for a lot longer, and there's also, like, a police officer that tries to get him to stop. He refuses to, and eventually drives out of the parade and away. All of this over having to just be slightly inconvenienced because of a detour due to a parade. It's fucking crazy. There are absolute lunatics out there. It's frightening. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. A dog show with the sole purpose of arguing with the other dudes there about how your dog is the most exotic? What do you mean, no? What's wrong with you? You off your gourd or something? This is what sane, healthy people do.
It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. Why? Because it's exotic. This right here, everybody has. This right here, nobody has. Exotic is something. I got the
Ain't nobody got this though.
Everybody got Bluffy.
Nobody got this. And exotic got the smash mug, not the
Bluffy.
long snout. You
Long
heard?
snout. How you figure? Less than two fingers.
snout.
He can breathe.
Compared to the rest of the
Wait. You got a tail? You got a tail? You got a tail? Oh shit.
It's pure chaos here at the Westminster Dog Show. It's going nuts. There's blood and guts everywhere, and there will be no survivors. Like, this is like a lot of hostility here at the dog presentation. It's like listening to Bills fans and Chiefs fans arguing. All this while holding dogs that they're treating like pieces of jewelry. Specifically, the dude that looks like the Rizzler was set to Wumbo and then found cocaine. The guy that's really like fucking steaming. He just keeps going on about how exotic his dog is and how no one has it, as he's like showing it off like a luxury car.
No high rear though.
This ain't high rear.
Stand them
You
up.
crazy?
Stand that
You
dog up. Stop
standing
pulling
up.
that rear back.
I'm putting on rear,
Pulling
baby.
that
Come
rear
on.
back.
Let's do a side shot.
Pulling that rear
Side
back.
shot. Let's do a side shot.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do a
Talking
side
all
shot.
that shit.
Let's do a side shot.
Buddy tries to call him out for high rear, looking to throw a flag on the play, like, nah, it's disqualification, rear too high. And then he's like, "Hi, Rear, that's the most outrageous thing I've ever seen. I do say, my good chap, that is outlandish." It's this whole thing is so absurd. And I feel horrible for the dogs here. They all look like they have been bred for the sole purpose of being in these kind of shows from these fucking weirdos. So I imagine they probably have like a lot of health problems. Like, it's no secret, this kind of garbage can cause a lot of like genetic issues in them. And it's very sad. Especially the one that the protagonist here, the main character, is really liking to show off. That poor dog looks like one of the fucking guardians from Ghostbusters when the main villain shows up. In the way that they're handling the dogs, it's like they don't even view them as a living, breathing creature. They are truly just an accessory that they are trying to win a competition with, and that's all. It's so fucking weird. Now, you may have heard the guy in a coke-fueled frenzy throw down the gauntlet saying, "Side shot." He is now challenging his heckler here to a side profile showdown. And in the dog world, that's like saying parlay to a pirate. It must be honored. So now they're about to do a side profile 1v1 here on Rust to see whose dog is the most exotic.
Pull him to the side.
Let's go. Side shot.
Put that motherfucker to the side, bro.
Waiting for.
Let's see that shit. Fuck
Hold
the
on,
judge
you-
saying. You talking that shit.
I'm gonna talk
Fuck what
that
the judge
shit.
saying. You talking that shit. Let's see that shit. Let's see
What
that
happened?
shit.
She got that Chihuahua face. That shit ain't got a bully face. She got Chihuahua face. That's a fluffy Chihuahua, nigga.
It is.
Fuck out of here.
It is.
Get talking that shit.
Get that fake. But look at that
You know what I'm
Rico.
saying?
Oh shit.
Talking that
Come on, baby.
shit.
Wrong ass bus. Get that fucking bus out of here.
This is high-level dog management right here from the owners. Did you see that technique? He turns his dog to the side and immediately hits the Ric Flair woos, woo, over and over again. Like, did you see that? What happened? This is some impressively pathetic stuff here. I don't know how these dudes go home and look themselves in the mirror without tears in their eyes, crying at the fact that they're such huge fucking losers. That is shocking to me. Even the dogs look embarrassed to be there with them.
Get that bus out of here, baby. Come on, man. Get that bus out of here.
Your dog's scared, fam. Your
That's
dog is
what's up.
scared.
Man, be scared. He's
dog
still,
is scared,
he's still more
man.
exotic than yours, though.
You wish.
He's still more exotic than
Long
yours.
hair don't
though.
make it exotic, bro. That's a
So
chow
what the
chow.
fuck? What it makes
That's
it
a
then?
chow chow.
What it makes it then?
That's a chow
What it makes
chow.
it then? Do you have it?
That's
no.
a hairy
Do you
mud.
have
Show
it?
the pedigree.
Do you have it?
Show the pedigree.
Ant-Man, baby.
Ain't no fucking
Ant-Man.
fluffy
Ant-Man,
bullies,
baby.
I can't believe a fight didn't break out right there between those two. The second he called for the pedigree check, oh man, I thought there was going to be some haymakers swinging there. I thought that was about to get real pugilistic real quick.
Ant-Man all day.
Yeah, show the
Ant-Man all
pedigree.
day.
Show the
I
pedigree.
can show the
Show the
pedigree.
bloodline.
I show the
There's somewhere down the
Ant-Man.
line. There's some fucking fluffy down there.
Bake, baby.
Ain't no babe. Ain't nothing babe look like that. Nothing like babe look like that, bro. Nothing like babe look like that.
I know what I did. I know what
Hey,
I did.
it don't look like it.
It don't have to look like it. Don't
You know what
worry.
I'm saying?
Get ready for what's coming, though. Get ready for what's coming.
Oh, I'm
Get
ready.
ready.
Man's out here talking like he's in the NBA championship game. Get ready for what's coming. I'm dunking from the free throw line like Air Jordan, I swear to God. Brother, calm down. You're at a dog show. Get ready for what's coming. Mayan calendar predicted end of the world's 2012. Guess what? It's 2025. I'm shutting the world down with my dog right here. You're not ready for this.
We waiting. We waiting.
Get ready.
There won't be no long snout shit.
This ain't
That
what's
look like
now?
a fucking
What's now? What's
Yorkie.
now?
That shit Yorkie. That shit more Yorkie than bully.
Let's see who can run and come back without breathing.
That shit more Yorkie than
Let's see
bully.
who can run and come back.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see who can
My
run
dog
and come
fully
back.
functional.
He's functional as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? None of
Fully
that
functional.
bullshit.
That's good, baby. Get that clout off of Bluffy. Get that clout off of the
I
Bluffy,
don't need
my
clout.
guy.
I don't need
Yeah.
clout.
Sure.
I don't need
Sure.
clout. Real bulls
Sure,
back
sure.
in style.
I
And there ain't
don't
no
give a fuck.
fucking bull.
Yeah.
That ain't no fucking
Yeah,
bull.
yeah, hell yeah, it ain't no bull, baby.
Fuck
Got more
outta
front
here.
than yours.
That shit
Fuck
mutt.
outta here.
These owners are getting so feral there for a second. I thought they were about to start eating their dogs there for a moment. Just like actually like, oh yeah, not functional. Well, he can run there and back. And he also tastes great. And then just takes like a bite out of him or something. Shit was going like actually Insano style. This guy's now bubbling over with rage. That ain't no fucking bull! And the other guy's like trying to get on his ass for clout chasing off of his, I think he calls it a bluffy, is what he was saying. I don't really know. But man, they are like actually foaming at the mouth here.
Hell yeah. Let it be a month. Let it be a month. This is the new month. This is the new wave. Look at that front. Come on, baby. Look at that front. I see cameras on this. What about that? Fuck out of here. Get that shit off the table. Fuck out of
They
here.
looking at that shit because they don't know what the fuck it is. That's why.
They're looking at it like,
That's why.
hey,
'Cause they don't
this
know what
the
it
new
is,
wave.
bro.
This is the new new
don't
wave.
know what it is.
Trust me.
You don't know what it is.
Trust me when I tell you. The new wave.
There's just no way it can be this serious. Like, what's on the line? What do you win? A year-long subscription to Chewy or something? Like, I cannot imagine it's worth all of this fuss. These two goofballs are about to blow a gasket. They're arguing like it's an Xbox Live lobby, all over this weird dog show that they're at. Also, apparently this isn't that unusual. 4 years ago, there was an actual brawl at one of these kind of things. This was at something called a bully takeover, which I think is probably like the same competition that we're watching this argument at, since the whole thing they were talking about was like bullies and shit there too. So, like, it feels as though, like, this is less of a dog competition and more of, like, a place where you can bring your dogs and eat some knuckle sandwiches. It's just such an unlikely event to imagine such a heated argument to arise at, or a violent brawl. And it is a violent brawl. Like, it's like a hockey fight. I can't show you any clips because I think the video would probably get taken down or flagged by YouTube. But, like, it's an actual, like, hockey fight where one guy's grabbing the other guy and they're just fucking exchanging blows. And apparently it was a full brawl. It wasn't just those two, but in that video right there, they were, like, kind of the centerpiece to all of it. So it's just so weird that these dog shows apparently are so incredibly hostile. Like, maybe all the guys who show up are the ones that are actually neutered, not the dogs, so they just go there with a chip on their shoulder or something. I have no fucking clue. But it is wacky to watch. Anyway, I saw this today and I just had to yap about it a little bit. I don't know what animal there won the competition, but really, there are no winners there. And again, I feel so fucking terrible for those dogs. Not only are the owners just loose cannon, unhinged lunatics, but the way that they have been bred, I think no doubt has led to them having health issues, most likely. And that's just super sad. Anyway, that's about it. Saw a pretty remarkable meltdown today. A gentle sir was let go from his job at the UPS store, and he didn't take it on the chin like a champ. He self-destructed like a Voltorb here. Now, I understand getting fired is brutal, emotions are high, but for the life of me, I can't understand why they would let someone like this go in the first place.
Getting fired from the UPS store by this cuck loser, fucking coward, cuck loser, won't even fire me at the beginning of my shift, waits till the end of my shift. Here he is.
He literally just hit a textbook soy jack. This guy is the epitome of soy jacking. He goes through every single possible soy jack in the span of 51 seconds. It's unbelievable. It's beyond impressive, actually. And the way that he brings, like, the camera close to his face reminds me of The Dark Knight with the Joker. And the way he keeps calling this guy a cuck coward loser is a beautiful piece of pathetic artistry. He's speaking like it's League of Legends and he's whining about his top lane feeding. Now, I have no doubt that in the moment this probably felt very cathartic for him, just having this full-blown, expulsion of the demons inside. He's really upset and he's just letting it all hang loose. He's going hog wild with everything, and I bet it felt like a great relief. But man, you shouldn't have filmed this. You absolutely should not have been the one behind the camera publishing this, because it gets really bad.
Darren, the cuck fucking loser from 1892, who's a fucking loser, who doesn't know shit about running a business.
The way he introduces Darren here is some Full House shit. Darren comes in, I was half expecting like a clap track to come in there, because he takes off his glasses like he's posing for the camera. He's smoldering right now. Darren, I don't know how he was able to keep a straight face without just laughing, because this shit is unbelievable. So he calls him, the cuck coward loser from 1892. I guess he's insulting him because he's old, which is interesting because I feel like the guy filming is actually older than Darren. The guy filming looks like an anorexic Karl Marx. I just can't imagine he's much younger than Darren here, and yet he's really going in on the, him being ancient thing. I feel like he was just really upset, fuming, the steam out of the ears. He's actually foaming at the mouth. He is rabid. It just seems as though his brain was scrambling in this frenzy to try and cobble together any insult it could muster, even if it didn't make sense. Here's Darren, Dickie Darren, aka Cuck McShartpants, from 1892, back before aviation, the Wright brothers, more like the Wrong brothers, because, brother, you're wrong for firing me, Darren. cuck loser.
And he's gonna let an alcoholic fat fuck named Joe fire somebody with 10 years of experience because he complained that Joe won't train my fucking coworkers, and Joe puts nigger on the fucking radio, and Joe drinks next door and won't tell shit to my coworkers.
That was the most unexpected hard R I'd seen in quite some time. The Game of Thrones Season 8 writers couldn't have subverted expectations that effectively. Obviously, I had to censor it to the best of my ability, but wow. So we've gone from Darren now he's brought up this new character in the lore named Joe, who he is clearly not the biggest fan of, saying that he's fat and didn't train his coworkers, so he complained about that, which has led to him getting fired. That's his game theory on all of it. That's his hypothesis. I don't understand at all where the hard R even comes from or what he's referring to here. He's saying Joe puts hard R on the radio? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? It's fucking craziness here. He is so angry. Like, he is angrier than Broly at Kakarot, like, before he becomes the legendary Super Saiyan.
Because he's a cuck fucking loser coward, just like Darren, the cuck fucking loser coward. Coward loser fucking cunt.
That ending is absolute cinema. The way he goes from like this heightened emotional state to the point he's about to pass out. He actually, I'm not kidding, has foam around his mouth. He is spitting so much. And then he goes from that to like this like almost post-nut clarity moment. Like he starts to simmer down. He takes a deep breath. And then he walks away calmly. And he just leaves. And then turns the camera off. And then he posted it online. I can't believe he posted this shit online. If any future employers see this, it's going to be pretty rough for him, I would imagine. Because you just had a very public freak out, as well as just dropping the hard R in the middle of it. And the thing is, like, these videos pop up occasionally where someone gets fired and they, have this very cathartic blow up about it and, like, confronting their boss about it before they leave. And in a lot of cases, you're on that person's side because getting fired sucks. And a lot of times it is unjust. And maybe in this case, maybe there wasn't a good reason for him to be fired. I don't really know. And he starts by saying that he waited till the end of the day to fire him, which I'm a little split on because on one hand, you at least get another full day's pay, but on the other hand, you just wasted a fucking full day. But regardless, it was very easy to get people on his side here for this, yelling at the boss about this. And again, maybe there wasn't a good reason for him to be fired, but this confirmed that they made the right call firing him if he is just like this ball of rage ready to bust. I had to talk about this. It was quite the meltdown. And the soy jacking, wow, beautiful. That's about it. So, yeah. Winter Soldier moment, son? Well, you're about to. I'm going to trigger one for you. Campbell's Chicken Noodle Possibilities. Remember that? Well, what if those possibilities were that you're consuming terrible 3D printed bioengineered meat? That right now is the big story around Campbell's, whom I'm sure all of you are familiar with Campbell's food products. I think a lot of us here have grown up with it. There was a recording that just got released that was filmed in secret by an employee that was, I guess, listening to a goddamn podcast from the VP of Information at Campbell's, who was ranting and raving about how terrible the quality of their food is and why he'd never buy it, how it's food for poor people, calling it bioengineered, 3D printed, basically just saying it's all like a bunch of shit you feed to piggies, not people. Then he also started like insulting Indians during this. It was like an hour and a half long recording, allegedly. It was recorded by a former employee named Robert Garza, who's filing a lawsuit about basically being wrongfully terminated because he tried to like complain about this kind of behavior. And the person apparently that has been recorded is Campbell's VP of Information Technology, Martin Bawley. I learned about this eye-opening revelation on stream, so I'm going to show you those clips, which also has like the pertinent audio section about like the bioengineered meat. Because that is a pretty big claim to say that it's like not real, low-quality, bioengineered meat from a 3D printer. 3D printed meat That's like fucking SpongeBob canned bread moment right there. I didn't think we were at that point, and I still don't think we are. I'm pretty sure this guy was just a bit off his gourd during this rant, and it seems like it was a rant he was delivering straight from the soul. To be able to yap for an hour and a half, apparently uninterrupted, just raving about the company you are a VP at, like that's a lot. So I feel like he kind of got a little lost in the sauce. I would be very surprised to learn that it's actually 3D printed meat. I think what he was just trying to express is that it's so beneath him he would never eat this poor people food that his company makes. That seems to be the what he was trying to express. You hear about the Campbell's Soup drama right now. Security analysts secretly recorded the executive VP for the company saying the soup is made with bioengineered meat that they make for poor people. What? Yeah, I just read a comment, and I just looked it up. There's a bunch of articles. Campbell's Soup at risk of being shut down in Florida because there was secret audio that was recorded with the VP saying that their meat is bioengineered, like slop, basically, quote, made for poor people.
Oh yeah, bioengineered meat chicken from 3D printer.
Campbell
Campbell Soup VP mocks poor people who buy its food.
I have got to check this shit out later. What
the fuck?
3D printed meat.
Yeah, what the fuck? These stories always blow my mind because how many people have to know and not say anything.
Yeah, like this is just one of those things where there are so many people in this pipeline, and this is the first I've ever heard of that. We have shit for fucking poor people. I don't buy fucking Campbell's products. Now that I know, oh my god. This is crazy.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein.
Oh, Jesus.
Now that I know what the fuck's in it.
How is that? Like, I didn't even think we had that technology yet to, like, print meat.
So we do, but it's currently more expensive. It's super interesting because this guy also just sounds stupid.
Is taking legal action against
bioengineered meat, if I'm not mistaken, is really expensive right now because they can't do it in bulk.
It's got to be something, right? They have to found some way of doing it cheap.
Explosive allegations about one of its top executives.
I guess the other thing is, I can almost guarantee Campbell's probably comes out and goes, "Hey, we don't print our chicken."
Well, but apparently it's an audio recording of the VP saying that. I want to hear the audio. Where is it?
Of Monroe.
Yeah, that's my thought though, is like the higher ups are gonna come out and be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah, but it's the VP. Okay, here, hold on. Here's the audio.
So in a company like Campbell's, there's probably like 1,000 VPs.
You think so? I guess that's true.
Yeah, here,
Each
I
branch.
can look on LinkedIn.
Robert
VP is like the
Monroe.
lowest end of the impressive sounding title, basically.
Okay.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it.
Campbell's
Even
Soup
in a can of
Company.
soup, I
I'm
look
gonna
at it
look
and
them up on
look
LinkedIn. Let's see.
Bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
The recording
Okay, hearing the recording, it sounds like he's exaggerating. It sounds like the 3D printer is something he made up. But he's basically saying, like, this is actual trash food I would never eat. I don't want to eat meat that came from a 3D printer, do you? It sounds like he's the one that's, like, pulling that out, not saying that it actually comes from that.
Yeah, it's, like, hyperbolic a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But even still, just putting that out there is just an immediate, like, bomb to the company.
Yeah, like, I have to imagine their stock has dropped.
Man, that's so fucking interesting.
Campbell Soup VP made racist comments. It says its food is made for poor people. Yeah, it seems like this guy lost his noggin.
It's a 15... Well, the recording lasted longer than an hour and 15 minutes.
I just saw that.
Holy shit! What, was he just, like, uninterrupted monologuing at the office here while this guy recorded it?
A guy just went, over and over as he recorded on his phone.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
Sir, they couldn't think for the I'm like, you dumb
Just pure disgust.
And when he complained,
the response to Robert sticking up for other people is he gets fired.
I'm so curious what even spawned this rant from him. Like, did he just come in randomly like, all right, everyone gather around, I got a campfire story to tell you. Fuck Campbell's, this is shit for poor people, listen to me, listen well. Like, I wonder what got him down this road in the first place. Just like this snowball turning into an avalanche of a rant against the company where he is like a higher level position at. Like, maybe it was something as simple as Robert being like, hey man, what's going on today? He's like, well, let me fucking tell you what's going on today. It's crazy. And so he did record this. It feels pretty cut and dry here that this is that guy saying these things. And in retaliation, after complaining, he was fired. He was sticking up for his fellow employees and got fired for it. Big Campbells themselves have responded saying, if the comments heard on the audio recording were in fact made by Mr. Bali, they are unacceptable. Such language does not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We do not tolerate this kind of language under any circumstances. So, criticizing his use of sentence enhancers. He's got a bit of a sailor's mouth on him, and Campbell's is condemning that. He's been temporarily put on leave while they conduct their own investigation. They noted his role in IT, which has nothing to do with how Campbell's makes its food, which is true. When I first was reading this story, it wasn't exactly clear to me what his role is, but after looking it up, he is not in, like, the production of its food, so it would be information he wouldn't be privy to in the first place, which is why I said during the stream it sounds like he's just exaggerating about, like, 3D printed meat. He views it as just, like, this lesser food because he's a fucking executive or something at Campbell's, so he wouldn't touch the shit. I don't think he's actually claiming it's 3D printed, and I would be very surprised if it was, because that would be extremely fucking expensive. More expensive than just sourcing cheaper chicken somewhere. But they responded to this saying, we are proud of the food we make, the people who make it, and the high-quality ingredients we use to provide consumers with good food at a good value. We know that millions of people use Campbell's products, and we're honored by the trust they put in us. The comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd. Campbell's then said that the chicken meat in its soup comes from long-trusted USDA-approved US suppliers with high-quality standards. So basically their response is, this is a load of hooey, this guy's a fucking wacko, and everything he said is a bunch of horseradish. Which, yeah, that makes sense as a response here. He does sound like off his rocker during the recording, just bouncing from like one complaint to another. And like I said, I really doubt that they actually 3D print their chicken at Campbell's. I've liked Campbell's like my whole life. I've never had like a problem with it. Is it like the highest quality gourmet food you can eat? No. And it's not supposed to be. I don't see what there is to be so incredibly angry about, where you're just like shitting on it entirely, saying like it's strictly for poor people, it's bioengineered 3D printed meat, and it would never touch my refined palate. Absolutely not. Like, it's fucking absurd, man. Like, Campbell's is for anyone that wants like a cheap, quick little meal that's decent. Like, that's always been where Campbell's lives, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it is so fucking weird to hear him go on this rant. Like, I do think this will do legitimate damage to the company, given his position and his fiery words here. And it's also terrible what happened to Robert, where you get punished for trying to do the right thing. So hopefully he wins that lawsuit here, because it sounds like this guy just went fucking rogue. It doesn't sound like Campbell's is going to be backing him up, at least not right now. It doesn't seem to be like that. But I guess we'll have to see. Like, maybe it turns out this recording is, you know, a bunch of horse hockey. Like, it's not real or something, but I doubt it. It seems like it probably is. Anyway, though, just found this to be interesting. Wanted to share it. That's about it. Is beating my ass like it owes me money. Sandman must be too busy out there honking boobies to come pay old Charles a visit. He's a little too preoccupied, I suppose. I just can't get sleepy. But it's alright. It is what it is. I don't hold a grudge about it. But what I did notice just a minute ago is that Matt sent me a message that I missed earlier today. So imagine my surprise when I took a peek there and noticed that I didn't respond to something because I didn't see it from him. It was this wacky little clip here that I actually kind of want to yap about. It's a stream clip from a streamer named Plaqueboy Max, who was out in public letting people know that they should vote for him at the Streamer Awards, and he happened to run into a former America's Next Top Model winner, I think they were a winner, I'm not entirely sure. I decided to look it up. The old curious cat over here, she did not win America's Next Top Model. As far as I can tell from researching it, she got third. Doesn't matter one way or the other. But what happened is, he ran into her on stream. It was a holly jolly good time. They were having fun back and forth for a little bit. And then she wanted to film an Instagram video showcasing him and telling her fans, like, you know, let's support him. And then while doing that, she asked if he's going to kiss her. And what happens next will shock you, like a fucking Darman video.
What's your name?
Should I put you on my stories right
Yes,
now?
yes,
To
you
support
should.
your black business?
100%.
We're here with
Black Boy Max, y'all know what time it is, all platforms.
all platforms. You
Make
gotta
sure y'all
support
vote.
him.
Oh, upside down. Make sure y'all vote. Vote, exercise the right MLK fought for. Vote
Period.
all platforms, Grammys and Streamer of the Year. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay, are you gonna
Yes.
give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
You know what?
I can't. Love though. I'm out. Oh my God. What the fuck?
He declined the kiss. He said, I don't see no mistletoe. No thank you, ma'am. And excused himself from the situation there. Her perspective, I'll go ahead and show you her clip here so you can see her side of things.
And Streamer of the Year. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay, are you gonna give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
You know what? I respect
I
it.
can't. Love though.
Goodbye. Sir, I wish him the best. Wish you the best, young man. The gag is that I wasn't even going to allow him to. Now the question is, do we post it on the ground?
I'm assuming after having a hard think on it, she ultimately decided to post it on the gram, is my guess, considering I've now just seen the clip here that she was filming. She's claiming that it was supposed to be a gag, where she wasn't even going to allow him to kiss her. That's an interesting maneuver. I haven't seen that line in chess before, quite the gambit. Why would that be the gag? Is the joke supposed to be like humiliating the person you do that to? Like, are you gonna give me a kiss? I guess. Idiot loser! You thought I'd let you kiss me? Ha 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 ha! Like, I don't get what the gag is there. That's very odd, if that truly was the plan. But regardless, what happened is he said no, and she was very upset about it. She made a series of follow-up videos that get really off the rails, like actually pretty wild stuff.
Top of the morning to you. I'm gonna say this to Black Boy and your entire team, because I walked up to you with 2 witnesses, okay, after his fumble of, I mean, just complete lack of humility and lack of a lot of stuff, okay? I walked up to you, Mr. Videographer, after even offering yo ass a job. I don't care what he's paying you.
She hit us with the Jacksepticeye top of the morning to you, and then calls what Plaque Boy Max did a fumble, and then tries to say it demonstrated a lack of humility from the way that he departed from their conversation. Like, she found it, like, you know, in poor taste to leave the way he did. And then she talks about the videographer, where she even says that she offered him a job. Doesn't care what he's being paid, she offered him a job. Why would you do that? You just met these guys. What? I don't... There's a whole lot here that I'm not really able to wrap my noodle around. Why would you be offering the videographer a job when you don't even know who the streamer is? She says multiple times she has no idea who Plaque Boy Max is. Thus, I would have to imagine she also probably doesn't know the videographer. Why is she randomly just trying to, like, poach him from Plaque Boy Max? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it's kind of just a weird thing to even mention here in the first place.
And you guys were filming stuff obnoxiously with every single person who recognized him. I don't even know this guy. I literally am running an empire right now and have no clue who... I don't have X and don't even have the time to log in and sign up.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? I mean, congratulations, I guess, for not having X. That's admirable, I suppose, but What does any of that have to do with this tantrum that you're throwing because he declined the kiss and left? Keep in mind, Blackboy Max, that was the end of this whole interaction, and he probably forgot it ever even happened until she started going on this, like, massive rant about it. About how she doesn't even know who this guy is, it was so obnoxious, yet she wanted to give his videographer another job, wanted to steal his videographer for her own business. And she's talking about like how busy she is running her empire, doesn't have the time to even learn who this guy is, just a plebeian to her because she's too successful. Did you know she was on America's Next Top Model? Like, I don't even understand where this is coming from.
So, I walked up to you after his little outburst. He probably don't even date black women.
What? Well, again, where is this even coming from? Just because he didn't accept your, like, kiss offer gag, all of a sudden now she's saying, oh, he just probably doesn't date black women. What the fuck? Like, this is so weird.
But I said to you guys very clearly, please don't use that footage. And I don't know what collegiate level you guys are at if you guys went to college or whatever. But I asked you not to use that footage. Not only did you use the footage, but out of everybody there, you talked to a lot of people. We heard you a mile away. That was the only footage that you used.
This is another part that's a little confusing to me with what she's referring to here. It's a stream, so the footage is being used by default. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. It's already broadcast, so her asking not to use it, the ship's kind of already sailed. Maybe she means like he used it elsewhere, but I can't find it anywhere else. It truly has lived as just a stream moment from him. The only one that's using this whole situation anywhere else is her. So I'm just a little baffled with what she's even talking about in regards to this. And she's saying that out of everybody there, hers is the only one that they used. Where? What did they use it for? Like a fucking billboard advertisement somewhere? Like, where are they using it? I don't see it unless she's seeing, like, clips from it floating around and then misunderstanding where that's coming from. Because as far as I can tell, it's not like Blackboy Max or his team is, like, you know, plastering this all over the place to try and besmirch her name or anything. The only one that is attacking anyone here is her to Blackboy Max. And in fact, on his stream, he did, like, address this saying, hey, all love, this is kind of weird, especially because she threatens a lawsuit. He's like, hey, don't really know why we're talking about that. This is weird. All love, though. Like, he's the one that's trying to, like, calm everything down.
And I verbally told you not to use it. I have so many things going on right now that I don't have time to take you to court, but I dare you. I dare you to try me, because now you are taking up my time. This 3 minutes that it's taken to post this, I could have been making money.
Yeah, there's a ton of income you can generate in 3 minutes. That's true. Yeah, he's going to be liable for damages in that lawsuit, too, for that extra 3 minutes that was spent with these Instagram reels she was posting. That's going to be up there in the tens of dollars, potentially. So be careful with this lawsuit that she's, like, vaguely tiptoeing around. Saying, try me, and you'll be hearing from my lawyers, pal. You best hang on to your britches, Buster, if you want to try me here. Try you for what, though? What, like, why would he do that? Like, what would he even be, like, attempting to go after you for? There's nothing here. You're the only one that is making a big deal out of things here and bringing up, like, a lawsuit. You're so busy, but, you know, if you swing for the fences here, she'll have to carve time away from her busy day running an empire to get the legal system involved. For what, though? Like what is that lawsuit? I'm no lawyer, so maybe there's some, like, charges out there I've never heard of, but I am so, like, taken aback by this decision she's made here to make it so hostile, when all he did was simply just say no, when she asked, "Are you going to give me a kiss?" He didn't want to do that, and that's what he said on his stream. I just didn't want to. That's totally fine. Why is he not allowed to say no to you without it being a huge issue? It's just so weird. It's just such odd behavior.
Your new fame, his Instagram, I don't even know who gave him the idea. Do you know the connotation behind the word plaque? And I don't know if this is maybe a different kind of plaque that you're talking about. Maybe it's a different one. But the first thing I thought of, because I don't think he has any real plaques, was plaque on your teeth, okay?
Oof, shit. Now it's getting real nasty. Saying you don't have any plaques, so the plaque I thought of was plaque on your teeth. Jesus. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, yikes. That's rough. This is, again, this is all over nothing. All he did was just not give you a kiss. Play into your scheme where you'd, pseudo offer a kiss only to say, it's not allowed to happen. He just said no outright, and I guess foiled that. And now it's blown up into, fucking 4 different videos she's made about it, very upset.
You maybe want to understand the connotation and the vibration that certain words carry through society. I don't give a damn about who you think you are or any of your followers.
I gotta pause real quick because we gotta give an official funeral to the word vibration. That shit has been murdered. It has been bastardized to such a criminal degree. That word is used as the ultimate buzzword in every pseudoscience, mumbo-jumbo nonsense speak ever. Now she's saying that he needs to better understand his name because of bad vibration or something. It is crazy just how much this word gets used in just the most meaningless ways. Go ahead and eat this eucalyptus goat urine pill. It'll fix your vibrational chakras and realign you with the universal vibration type shit. It's just so odd. It's just so peculiar. I feel bad for the word vibration at this point. It's completely lost its identity.
But he walked away from me so disrespectfully. And it doesn't matter about America's Next Top Model. You don't ever depart from a real woman in that nature. Ever. You played yourself. And good luck with that Grammy. Good luck. I really genuinely hope you get it. Because that's probably going to be the height of everything that you get. But that's none of my business. It's between you and God.
Yeah, winning a Grammy is usually the height of a lot of people's existence. That's like an unbelievable dream. So if he does accomplish that, it will probably be the height. And it's something the vast majority of the world and the vast majority of artists will never get to experience. And she's here talking it down as if it's like a meaningless award or something. Like, yeah, I hope you get that, because that'll be all you ever get. A fucking Grammy. Oh my god. But anyway, she brings up America's Next Top Model here unprompted. I don't know why that came in here out of nowhere. The way that comes across is because she was on America's Next Top Model, she believes she deserves to be treated differently than other people, but she then says, doesn't matter that you don't walk away from anyone in that disrespectful manner. But I would argue he didn't do anything disrespectful at all, and I feel like most people would agree, and I don't think anyone would feel like he did something rude to them if he had left this conversation the same way to someone else that had offered a kiss that was not something that he wanted to reciprocate. Like, it is a weird thing to do. And he said no and then left. That's it. He did say, what the fuck was that? But I think that's a pretty natural response to having a stranger say, are you going to give me a kiss? Imagine if this was just some random dude and it was a girl out there promoting her business and whatever she's doing. And the guy starts filming and is like, are you going to give me a kiss now? And she's like, no, and then leaves saying, what the fuck is that? I feel like everyone would be like, yeah, it's a pretty normal response. Because it is. Like there is nothing he did here that I think could even remotely be viewed as, disrespectful. At least not from what I've seen. So anyway, just wanted to blabber about this a bit. Just a very unnecessary attack on somebody who I think did really nothing wrong here. He just didn't want to give you the kiss is all. I don't think it's that deep, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal. That's about it. Yeah.